All right, fight fans, welcome to another edition of No Stand Name Boxer Talk. And today I got a special guest with me. You probably already know him by his beard and that $1 million smile. 28-year-old featherweight contender from Carolina, Puerto Rico. Grew up in Albany, New York. He's from Puerto Rico, Dominican descent, so he got both flavors in the house. All right. He's 21-0 in 21 fights. And in those 21 fights, he blasted 15 opponents. He started boxing at the age of 12 with over 200 amateur fights and is the only active fighter that I know of that has his own mascot. All right. I'm talking to no other than Abraham Supernova. All right. How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Well, you know what's so funny about this? I'm interviewing as Super on Super Sunday.
Hey, I like that. I like that. Yes, you are.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. So, but anyway, we're not here to talk about all that. We're here to talk about one thing and one thing only, because you got one thing on your mind, and that's a championship title, and that's a world title, and bringing home a title, right?
Yes, sir. That's the things on my mind. That's what I want, and I want to become world champion. And I do anything I can do in my power to make that dream come true.
That's right. And listen, in your last fight, you had a huge win over former Olympian William Encarnacion, and you knocked him out in the 8th round. And in your post-fight interview, you called out Emanuel Navarrete, okay? And you were adamant that you wanted that fight in your post-fight interview. And yesterday, on your Instagram, because I follow you, you posted what seemed like a fight poster with you and Navarrete next to it, and you named that poster the call-out. And in the comments, you said, sign the contract. Has your team sent an official contract to Navarrete's team?
Yes, they have. And to be honest, they sent various contracts to him. My management team with Top Rank, with his promoter, my promoter, they sent me a contract. I signed right away. They sent him a contract, and he's iffing about the numbers. They fixed the numbers. They sent the bags. They're still iffing about a couple of things. So we just want him to sign the contract. They offer him what he deserved and what he wanted. And it is up to him to sign that contract and get this fight going on with Supernova.
Okay. And why do you think there's a lag? Why do you think he hasn't started that contract yet?
He wants more money. I had a Zoom meeting with him and LeBron, and he stated that I'm a difficult fighter, and he just wants to get paid. He wants to make money, and if he's gonna fight me, he wants to make some money, and I don't blame him. I mean, I know I'm a threat. I could fight. I could box. I could punch, and it's not gonna be an easy night for him. So he's like, hey, let me get paid if I'm gonna fight this dude.
Yeah, I feel that. And you're all that. Everything you said. You're a boxer. You're a puncher. You're also a showman. Has he responded to any of your call-outs outside from the contract negotiation? Has he responded to you on social media? Has he said anything to you about you calling him out?
No, he hasn't. He hasn't said nothing about that. The only time we had a discussion was on, like I said, on the Zoom. We talked about that. He said, I'm not ducking or dodging you, but I need to get paid in order for me to fight you. That's the only way he responded. Other than that, he didn't respond to none of my social media platforms call-outs that I've done. What
do you make of that?
I think he just needs time to think, to make sure he's making the right decision for himself. Because I understand this is a business that we have to make the right decision to move on. So I feel like he's trying to make the right decision with his team. But the right decision is to fight me. I feel like there's no one else that could give him a big shot fight. I'm the only fighter that's calling him out on national television, on ESPN. Nobody's calling him out. I feel like if he fights someone else, everybody's gonna get the answer that he's ducking me. So I feel like he got no choice but to fight me or vacate the belt and go up to 130.
Yeah. And in his post-fight interview after the Pitufo Diaz fight, he said that. He said nobody's fighting him. Nobody's willing to fight him. He's willing to go up and down the range. Now he got you, who's emphatically calling him out. And, I mean, here's decided. What other things have you agreed to get this fight to happen? What have you given him?
And a lot of things I've given him. I even told him, hey, you don't want no money? I said, take my purse. I said, take my purse. I'll fight for free, because my goal is to become a world champion. My goal is not the money. The money's gonna come. I said, hey, just take. If you want more money, take my purse. We'll fight. And he came up with a whole type of other excuses. But I'm here to fight. I believe in myself, and I know I have the skill and the power and the IQ to beat this dude and become a world champion. I just want to fight.
Besides the obvious reasons of you becoming a world champion, there's other guys in that little realm that junior featherweight, that featherweight realm. Why Navarrete? Why him? Specifically him. It's like you got a laser on that cat.
I got a laser because I know the fight could be made easy. He's with Top Rank. I'm with Top Rank. He's a champion. I'm the champion. I'm ranked number 2 in the world at the WBO. It makes sense. It's the easiest fight that could be made right now. You know, yes, I would like to fight all the other champions, but you know, they're in a different platform. They were PBC. They were, with Al Heyman, got Leo Santa Cruz, Gary Russell, well, the guy who just beat Gary Russell. We got those guys, but Navarrete is with me. He's with me. I'm ranked in that organization, number 2 in the world. He's with Top Rank. Like, the fight could be made easy. There shouldn't be no negotiation. Boom, boom, sign a contract. The fight is done on ESPN. We're fighting.
All right. Do you think they're aside for the money? You think there are any other motivating factors? Maybe he don't want to get in the ring with you.
No. I'm a high risk, low reward fighter. I'm not really known, so in a way, it doesn't really make sense to fight me because hey, this guy's not known. If he beats me, right, he gets no recognition. But if I beat him, I blow up and everybody knows me. So in that aspect, that business part, yes, I do understand. But hey, I'm calling you out. The world knows I'm calling you out. I'm number 2 in the world. There's nobody else for you to fight. You know what I mean? Nobody entertaining enough for you to fight. Everybody saw me perform. They like how I fight. I feel like, and the biggest thing too is Puerto Rico versus Mexico. You know you're gonna get a great fight with that. You know, so I feel like it's the best way. It's the best fight to make right now for him because other than he move up to 130. I feel like this is the best deal that he has going on right now.
That's right. Okay. In your post-fight interview, you told Mark Riegel that one of the things that you want to improve on is that you tend to start off too slow, and it takes you a while to warm up. Have you been working on that? And how you prepare differently for Navarrete compared to your other camps?
So, the warming up stuff, yes. Now, I even do it with my sparring. And with my sparring, I just jump in and I spar. So, now we're going to do some, we're going to hit mitts, get a good sweat before we get in there just to warm up. Like I said, it's been a habit. I've been doing this since my amateurs. I never warmed up. I waited. Boom, fight time, I got in the ring and I fought, and it's like a ritual that I got used to doing from my amateurs to the pros, Now I'm getting older. Now I need to hey, you're not young no more. You're not, 14, 13 years old. You can just jump in there and fight. I got to warm up, get my body ready and get going. That's something we're going to work on this camp. And we've already been doing with the sparring. So I could see, you guys could see the next fight. You guys will see some sweat and you guys will see me warmed up in there. For this fight, we're gonna do the same thing we've been doing. We gotta highlight his best assets. Highlight that and work on a corner for those things. Other than that, we're gonna keep doing what we're doing. We're not gonna be focus much on him. We're gonna focus much on what I do wrong. I feel like I'm a complete fighter. I gotta tighten up my defense in a couple of aspects, fix a couple things. Let my hands go here and there. But other than that, we don't really focus on them. If I come at my best, nobody can beat me. I feel like a lot of fighters, they worry about what they're gonna do. We gotta worry about what we're gonna do. And if you're good, you'll perform and do what you gotta do. I just gotta fix a couple, flaws that I have. Like I said, some of my defense, I fall asleep in there. I get bored or whatnot. Just warming up. A couple things I gotta work on, but I'm aware of it, and that's what I'm doing. I'm in the gym and I'm working on it.
Is there anything specifically though that you've seen in him that you feel you could exploit, take advantage of?
Oh, his defense. I feel like I could take advantage of his defense. And he doesnn't do well fighting on the back foot like we saw his last fight with Joet. It's actually a lot of holes that he has that I'm gonna bring to light. Come to the fight. Don't want to say all of them here now, but there's a lot of holes that I could exploit and I could bring them to light if we get that fight with Navarrete.
Okay. All right. Now, what do you want to in doing research for this interview? I saw a lot of articles saying that Navarrete is probably going to be your biggest test, and that you're biting off more than you can chew. Issues with the weight. What do you feel Navarrete is your biggest test? And what do you tell the critics about you calling out Navarrete?
So Navarrete, yes, of course. On paper, he is my biggest test. I can't completely give you the full answer until I fight him, and then we find out afterwards, because style makes fights. He could be a walk in the cake. He could be a walk in the park for me, you know, or he could be the toughest fight I ever had. Style makes fights. So I don't know what to say, what's gonna happen until we fight. Like I said, we'll have to see when we get in there. On paper, yes, he is my toughest opponent on paper, but not shown. You know, the critics out there, you know, of course they're gonna talk. They don't know me. They don't know me. They don't know nothing about me, and what they see. They think Navarrete is this big monster, and he's gonna, you know, destroy me. And hey, I can't be wrong for believing that, you know, because Navarrete proved himself. I still haven't proved myself. This is my opportunity for me to prove myself and show the world wrong. So yeah, I'll take all the negative comments. I take all the negative energy. That just fuel me. I know what I could do, and I know I'm gonna prove it to the world when it comes that night when we do fight.
Okay. All right. Now we're gonna switch gears a little bit. You know, have a little light. Us at NewYorkFights.com, we do a column called "Who Won the Weekend," and then when you fought William Encarnacion, we did a panel of who won the weekend, and a few of the panel members said you won the weekend. It was a big fight for you. You blasted out at Olympian within 8 rounds. Well, one of my colleagues named she wrote Gail Falkenthal. She said that along with you, your mascot won the weekend. She had some questions in the article, and she said particularly who came up with the idea of this mascot and who's in the costume.
Oh, okay, yes, yeah. So the idea with the mascot came, you know, it came through me, but you know, me and my team, my brother and I, you know, we came up, but it ideally came from me bringing a different idea into boxing. So if you see in all my fights, I always rock the jersey like a number. Like I feel like in, you know, in football, basketball, soccer, they all have numbers. In boxing, there's no numbers. It's like, hey, let me bring numbers into boxing, like a jersey or whatnot. And if you see in all my fights, I always rock the number 22. So, and then just I wanted to add something more to it because people wasn't really getting the picture. I said, yo, in these sports, in baseball and basketball, even baseball, football, they got cheerleaders and mascots jumping around too. And I was like, yeah, let's get a mascot. We first gonna get an animal. I was like, no, I'm not gonna get an animal. I'm gonna get myself. I am my biggest fan. I believe in myself like nobody else believes. So, you know, I said, let's get a mascot myself. Boom, I told my team. They were like, yo, this is a great idea. Boom, we went and got it. And you know, who's in the mascot is the mascot. The mascot Supernova. That's the mascot. It's me, you know. So if you guys want to know who he is, his name is Super. Well, his name is Super, but the last name is Nova, but his first name is Super.
That's right. Okay. All right. I dig it. I dig it. I like it. I think a lot of people liked it. You know, you got a good thing going for you. You know how to market yourself in today's day and game. You got to be able to do that. You market yourself with the mascot. You market yourself with your beer as a tribute to the Puerto Rican baseball team, Team Rubio, and you know, and you're from Carolina, Puerto Rico. Another one of our greats is from Carolina, Puerto Rico, Roberto Clemente. You see him over there in my corner. So many superstars have come out of Puerto Rico, so many superstar boxers. We could go down the list. But ever since Miguel Cotto retired, there has been that lull. We don't have that dominant superstar. Do you feel? I mean, we got good champions. I'm not saying that, you know, that we can name them all. They're good fighters. They're good champions, but they don't capture the aura, the fans. They don't. You know, I don't think anybody's receiving them in the airport con panderetas and planeras. No, they're not receiving them like that. Can you be that guy for us? Can you be that guy for us?
Hey, I know I'm gonna be that guy. I know I'm gonna be that guy. You know, and this fight I'm a fight away from, you know, from getting that recognition. You know, you see this guy, he already beat in a Puerto Rican fight. He beat Pitufo, and I feel like I'm gonna be that fight to come redeem not just Pitufo but Puerto Rico and show him that when Puerto Rico versus Mexico go, Puerto Ricans always come on top, and that's what I'm gonna do.
That's right. All right. Okay. Another thing that just clicked my mind, but real quick, another one of the critics was that you haven't gone 12 rounds in any of your fights. Do you think that will affect you if you were to get this fight with Navarrete?
Not at all. I've been 10 probably 2-3 times. 2 more rounds. I mean, I'm in dog shape. You see my fights. I ain't breathing hard. Nah, I spar 12, 14 rounds. I feel like that's all a mental aspect. If you tell yourself you're not ready, then you're not ready. But if you believe you could do it, I'm gonna do it. And who knows? The fight won't go 12. You know, the fight ended 2, 3, 6 rounds. So that really doesn't play a factor. As long as I go in there and win round by round, I'm okay.
Okay. All right. Well, champ, I thank you for your time. This kind of ends the formal portion of our interview. I appreciate you taking some time on a day like today, or Super Sunday. I get to talk to Super, you know, that's amazing, man. I appreciate you. What do you want to say to Navarrete? ¿Qué le quieres decir a Navarrete en este momento? What do you want to say to him at this time before we close out this interview?
No, I'll say it in Spanish and English. First, I started in English. Navarrete, yo, let's make this fight happen. You know, I know the business part of it, you know, it's a big struggle, but, you know, you're getting paid, you're getting your money. There's nobody else for you to fight. Let's make this fight happen. Sign a contract, me and you versus me and you. Let's get it on. Anywhere you want it, we can fight. Emanuel Navarrete, vamos a hacer esta pelea. Yo sé que yo sé que hay muchas cosas en negocio, del dinero y lo que sea, pero vamos a hacer esta pelea. Puerto Rico contra México. Tú eres el campeón. Yo vengo por encima. Vamos a hacer esta pelea, campeón.
All right, there you have it, folks. Abraham and Super Nova going for Emanuel Navarrete's throat, ready to take that title. He's motivated. He's excited. Hey, champ, thanks for your time, and I look forward to seeing that fight.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for the interview. I appreciate you, man. It's a great interview, and you guys are going to see big things from Supernova in the near future. Let's make this fight happen, guys.
There you have it.